Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It can be your adventures. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day here in London, and now currently I'm walking on the streets here in Battersea area, and this time it's very special because the thing is I just don't want to talk anything about negativities because of the new strain of coronavirus here in London, the lockdowns, and a lot of challenges that everyone has to go through. I'm gonna actually discuss something really interesting here in my vlog, because there's a lot of positive things that we can actually do for free here in London without compromising safety. And this time what I'm about to discuss to you are what are the different properties or houses that you can find here in the UK or here in England or London. And I know that it's very interesting because some of you guys who are listening to this vlog actually wanted to own one, or at least experience one of them, or even see how it looks like the houses here in London. And much more so for those of you who are not yet here in London and or in the UK and wanted to start a life here in the UK, this vlog is for you. Here in the UK, there are actually 7 types of houses or properties that you can find, and to an extent the variety of houses actually depends on the place, on the style, as well as on the affordability. So these are the elements that you have to consider when you really wanted to own or at least experience or rent one of the houses here in the United Kingdom. So guys, before we start our vlog for today, I'm inviting everyone, for those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, It Can Be Your Adventures, please click the subscribe button and also the bell button for further notifications, and also to get hold any updates about my life here in London and anywhere else in the world. And also I will take this opportunity as well to thank all of you guys who have already subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for joining the bandwagon. We've already created a community of dreamers. And also for those of you who really are into watching my vlogs, every vlog that I always upload on my channel, thank you so much. You guys rock, and you are the main reason why I continue the things that I do on my channel. Houses here in the UK encompasses a broad variety of categories. You can actually live in a semi-detached house, a detached house, a terrace house, or even a block of flats. Depends really on your preferences or your choices, but definitely these are the type of houses that you can find here in England. Actually, houses here also in the UK depends on where you live or you are at. If you are in the countryside, of course, it's of a different characteristic. You can see bungalows as well as cottages in the countryside, and whereas if you live here in the city, of course, people live in flats, mostly in a block of flats, or actually semi-detached houses. So this time we're gonna feature some of the different house types here in the United Kingdom. So are you ready, guys? We're gonna probably start here. So while we roam around, I can see the first type of property or houses here in the UK is this one. So as you can see on my side, this is a block of flats. So most of the people, or majority of the people who live in big cities, normally occupy flats, which are actually readily available and accessible to most of the population living here in the United Kingdom. You can rent, you can even own. Some of the flats here are actually fully furnished, or you can get it semi-furnished, or actually not fully furnished, wherein you will provide some of the furnitures and as well as the appliances and things inside the flat. So these are the most common types of houses here in the UK. When you live in a flat, it could either be a maisonette, there's studio flats that you can live into, and it's self-contained, but it's also a part of a building. So it's just a block of flats, we call it here in England. So I'll show you some of the examples here. There are a lot here surrounding on this area in Battersea, which I will show you in a couple of seconds. So here you go. Second type of houses are semi-detached houses. So the one that you've seen earlier where I took a video is the type of a semi-detached house here in the United Kingdom. And it's also one of the most common properties or houses here in the United Kingdom that a lot of people used to like live. So there are a lot more semi-detached houses here in the UK and they save a lot of space, and also they share the same common wall, but of course it's like divided. So like this one on my back, it's like an example of a semi-detached house. It's like a one property, but of course there's like a wall that divides this one, and probably there's like two households that lives here. Semi-detached houses are also fantastic options for homeowners because it provides you a bit of like privacy because of the presence of backyards or also like a garden on the backside. So it provides a little bit of privacy as well for yourself. And that's an example. If we have like semi-detached houses, we also have like detached houses. So detached houses are more likely to be property types that we all dream of if you wanted to like own one or if you wanted to like rent one, because this one is actually tend to be more private because they don't share the same walls as with like semi-detached houses. So detached houses provides you more privacy and more flexibility in terms of like doing things in your house. So if you have like a detached house, very good option for you to like really own here in the United Kingdom. So the next type of houses that you can find here in United Kingdom are the terrace houses. So terrace houses are actually like very common in industrial towns like Bath, also in some parts of central London, and down here in Chelsea there's a lot of terrace houses. And terrace houses became very popular in the 19th century to provide accommodation to a high density working population. So this type of houses here in the UK, you can see that they have the same structure and also share common walls with your neighbors. So beside me are like some of the types of terrace houses. Let's get a glimpse of full picture of how it looks like. These are like terrace houses. Look at that. They all have the same design and they share walls with your neighbors. So this one. To be honest with you, terrace houses are really good in structure because it looks very authentic, very unique, and it looks like authentic British house. The designs and you know the colors as well, like the bricks, all the red bricks in here, it's really nice looking. And also this type of houses are like quite expensive if you really wanted to own them here in central London, much more so in the city because of their structure, the type of the houses that they have, and also it provides also a bit of like privacy with you guys. But of course, you know, because you share the same walls with your neighbors, of course you have also to be very careful, you know, be very observant with your neighbors as well. If we have terrace houses, we also have like end of terrace houses. So the end of terrace houses, as what the name says, end of terrace houses is like actually like the end, like it's the house that is located on the end of a terrace house. So actually one of the walls shares with the rest of the neighbors and the other one is a detached one. So the other one is a detached one, this one is a detached one, and the other one shares with the walls with the neighbors. So this is called an end terrace house. So this is very common here in England as well, very common in the countryside and even in the city and parts of central London. One of the areas here actually I love is this area here in Battersea. Is that a street wherein both sides have got terrace houses. Really nice, very authentic British, I would say. So this is actually like one of those houses that I like dream of owning here in the United Kingdom. If I've got like enough money already, I would probably purchase a terrace house. The other type of house that you can find here in United Kingdom are cottages. So when you think about cottages, you think about rural countryside here in the United Kingdom, and you're correct. Most of the time you can find them mostly in the countryside because we're here in central London. Of course it's not so common, but cottage houses are actually like built with thick walls, bricks, and also they look very authentic British because this type of houses is built with really good materials in order to withstand the cold weather and also the changes in temperatures and also the changes in weather conditions in the countryside. So if you wanted to like find one, you can go to countryside in the rural areas here in England, and also on up north you can see a lot of cottages here in the United Kingdom. Cottages during the Middle Ages were built for agricultural workers, and so nowadays cottages, they have really high price value. So guys, the other type of house you can find here in United Kingdom is a bungalow. So the bungalow word comes from a Bengali word which means Bangla. Bangla is referred to a house that is in Bengali style. So bungalow type of houses, you can actually like see it here in some parts of central London, but of course in this area you cannot see a bungalow house in here. Mostly here are terraced houses, but bungalow houses are houses that were made in Bengali style with traditionally low ceiling, one floor, and very wide. These houses, And also, the British has adapted to put veranda on it, and also like wide ceilings as well for the bungalow, and cheaper as compared to like the cottages to purchase. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoy journeying with me to see some of the types of houses that you can see here in United Kingdom. And of course, for those of you who dream to own one or even like to rent one or experience one, this vlog hopefully has given you the idea of how it looks like here in the UK. It's totally different from the country where I grew up in the Philippines, so the houses are very interesting here in the United Kingdom. It provides me like one of the most interesting part that I love about United Kingdom. So I hope you enjoyed. Let's continue exploring, and thank you so much, and once again, Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year to everyone.